Section 3. You will hear a conversation between two students and a psychology professor about a research project. First, you have some time to read through questions 21 to 24. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 24.
So, what have you come up with for your research project topic?
Well, Tracy and I have been thinking about focusing on the benefits of art therapy for different age groups.
I see. Why did you choose that topic in particular?
Raymond and I thought it would offer an interesting perspective. Art therapy helps people of various ages in different ways. It might be good to explain that to our class.
We've also discovered a large number of studies about art therapy sessions conducted with particular age groups. The topic would be easy to research as there are a lot of sources out there.
Okay, that seems reasonable. So, what have you found out about the effects of art therapy on different age groups?
There is an interesting study about art therapy in preschool children. Creating art not only encourages them to be creative, but an extra benefit is that it helps to develop their hand-eye coordination and other motor skills.
Yes, and it also helps improve their attention span and cognitive ability.
Okay, that sounds interesting. What about the effects on other age groups?
With adolescents, there is one study that reveals art therapy improves their ability to talk to people. Therapists working with teenagers suffering from depression found that they were able to communicate the issues they face through their art, which helped them express these feelings verbally.
And there is lots of other research too, which shows the benefits of art therapy for adults.
What sorts of benefits did you discover specifically?
We read a study on adults coping with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. These people had all dealt with a serious trauma, and art therapy was a significant part of their healing process.
We also researched studies showing that art therapy improves the memory functions of senior citizens. If I remember correctly, doing artwork requires the use of both sides of the brain, which improves both short and long-term memory. Art therapy works really well for those losing their memories due to Alzheimer's or dementia.
Before you hear the rest of the discussion, you can read through questions 25 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 25 to 30.
That's all excellent. It sounds like you're off to a good start. How are you collecting your data?
Mostly online journals and websites. However, I have scheduled some interviews with a few psychologists to find out from them what they consider to be the greatest benefits of art therapy for their patients.
Excellent. It's important to get the perspective of art therapy practitioners, and you'll get lots of practical information conducting the interviews as well. I think you will have a wide range of materials available for your project. Now, do you have any concerns so far?
It seems like there will be a lot of material to cover if we include data about each age group. I'm not sure we'll be able to fit everything in considering the time we have left.
That is quite true. In that case, there are some ways to narrow down your research. For example, you may wish to compare the benefits of art therapy for preschool children to those experienced by senior citizens, because the therapies provided to both age groups are fairly similar.
You mean in terms of the activities they do?
Yes. Often, preschoolers and seniors are given sketchbooks and asked to draw how they feel that day. The younger patients take to drawing very quickly, but the older ones can be reluctant and often struggle to come up with ideas. They are more likely to produce abstract expressions of how they feel, whereas preschoolers will often draw things they see around them.
Oh, yes. I also found that both age brackets participated in a lot of group therapy sessions, and the benefits were similar for patients from both groups. The sessions included interacting socially with peers, which in both cases stimulated better thought processing.
That's an excellent point to include. And another method that is being used more frequently with both these age groups is art therapy sessions that incorporate music. Several studies have been done on that, and the results are very interesting.
Oh, I've heard about that. There are several ways music is used. One involves patients drawing or painting how the melody makes them feel, and it can be a very effective means of getting rid of tension. Yes, we should definitely look into that technique, Tracy.
Well, then let's look into the existing research on art therapy using music and start compiling some data.
Great! It sounds like you're headed in the right direction. So we should try to schedule our next...
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4.